Okay. Most everyone in this room shares one peculiar attribute. Take a look around. Is it hair color, clothing choice, the utter panic of semester's end? Let's think deeper. It's an attribute so valuable that you are willing to give up hundreds of dollars and hundreds of hours to attain it. It was a choice you made even as friends, family, and roommates questioned your sanity. It is one of the most valuable and yet underappreciated skills you may gain in your time here at Brigham Young University. Give up? You are a student of public speaking, and you're brilliant to have signed up in the first place because you know that what you can become with polished presentation skills. Still, stand up and give speeches voluntarily? Okay, yeah. And public speaking? Because we want to? We are a strange breed. And yet, not too long ago, we would have been the rule, not the exception. Public speaking played a core part to our curriculum right up until this last century. Today, our only outlet is in elective classes and specialty clubs, out-of-the-way extracurriculars that we seek out because we understand the importance of the study, something that modern education has all but lost. Our curriculum today is missing one crucial requisite: public speaking, and it's up to us to put it back on the academic radar screen. For centuries, public speaking was the crown of education. In ancient Greece, it was essential to every student's learning. The subject was one of three major arts of the Middle Ages. The very history of our United States could be written simply by record of the great speaker's influence. Who soon forgets Patrick Henry's impassioned plea, "Give me liberty or give me death"? Abraham Lincoln's somber 77 years ago. Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I have a dream." Time and time again, the world has been moved by the power of one voice. Henry Soper, an advocate for elocution at the end of last century, recognized that the pen is mightier than the sword, but the tongue of the orator is even more potent. To his students, he said, "A good speaker becomes master in his class, a king amongst men. The best speaker is master of the situation." In our lessons this past semester, we have learned the truth of Soper's words. We have learned that public speaking is not simply a method of entertainment, but of communication, that this learning gives us the power to communicate effectively and powerfully, to say what we mean. Public speaking allows us to lead forth, which, to those of this campus, sounds a little familiar. Enter to learn, go forth to serve, right? And we have that first part down pat. We have students who know the facts, who can balance equations, conjugate a verb. But what good is this knowledge if we cannot articulate it well enough to pass it on, to lead forth? Public speaking is, of course, the answer, an answer we know because we're a part of it. But with 35,000 students on this campus and under 400 of us enrolled in the course, we are a sobering statistic. 99% of BYU students are not taking the one course that will give them the power to take their learning further, to better serve in the community, in the church, and in their careers, the gift of speech. Which leaves a task to us, the golden 1%. Given the skills we've gained, we are now prepared to become advocates for this program, a program that almost disappeared from the university only 4 years ago, but was kept alive by dedicated faculty, the dear donors, the Sloans, the Batemans, and the Joneses, who gave this to their cause, and the students who saw its value. Being here in this room is only the first step. So let's take another. Tell your roommates to take the class. Write to the Daily Universe. Let your administrators know how you feel and why. Speak out. Let's give others the power to say, as Daniel Webster once said, "If all my talents and powers were to be taken from me, and I had the choice of keeping but one, I would unhesitatingly ask to be allowed to keep the power of speaking, for through it I would quickly recover all the rest." Now is the hour, and we have the power So let's speak out. Thank you.